We have a very ambitious programme in relation to development, humanitarian aid, and we already had our first major meeting of the ministers, all 27 ministers in Ireland and Dublin, and we put down some ground rules as to how we would proceed. We have three priorities, and the first priority is to deal with hunger and nutrition and climate change related to it. Secondly, we want to build up the whole area of resilience, and there's communication coming out on that shortly from the commissioners. And thirdly, and they all sort of dovetail into this, we want to prepare for the post-2015 agenda, the Millennium Development Goals, and the first major summit is taking place in September 2013. So we're trying to agree a common EU position on that. But to do that, we're endeavouring to ensure that we get a combination of the Sustainable Development Goals and the Millennium Development Goals of the past coming under the same framework, so that we have a joint approach that doesn't go off in different directions, but that it's very much integrated, and therefore we're likely to get the best results. So the Irish presidency will be seeking to elaborate on all of these issues and to reach council conclusions then in May and June of this year.
The population of the world will increase by 2 billion by 2050. 90% of them will be born to what is now the developing world. And there's plenty of room for everybody, incidentally. But if we make people more secure in lots of different ways, including, for example, insurance for crops, which I have been pushing, in turn they will have smaller families, they won't be depending on large families for security. So making their food secure, it's not only in their interest, it's in ours as well, as we share this planet together. But if we don't deal with this issue, there will be massive migration from south to north and awful mayhem. So there is a humanitarian issue here. There are selfish reasons for doing this, though, as well as selfless reasons. And I think if we can bring about food security, people then will see hope in their own regions, and you'll find that South-South help will become more centre stage. If you look at initiatives like this, it's a sort of a self-help type initiative where they're saying to people, look, we'll help you to get off the ground, then you help your neighbour to get off the ground, then your neighbour helps his or her neighbour to get off the ground. And I think initiatives of this kind are coming because we're saying to ourselves, not good enough to be reactive, we've got to be proactive. Let's stop talking about the negatives. We're wearing people out. And people are saying, look, we have austerity in Europe. Can we really afford development aid budgets and all that goes with it? But if you tell people that, you know, there are 13,000 children per day not dying today because of development aid and cooperation and all that goes with it, people, they rise up and they want to do more. So let's start talking more about the successes.